Hello student, I am going to tell you about the transportation of water in plant. You can see this diagram that this is root hair, this outermost layer epiblema, then the cortex, pericycle, endodermis, then pericycle. These are the xylem cells. And how, see here, conduction of water occur in the leaf. This is the section of leaf. So transport of water in plants is helped by the root hairs. So these are the, you can say, root hair which helpful in the root hairs. The root hairs always help in absorption of water along with dissolved minerals. So you can say water plus mineral. So the process of transporting water and mineral, it is also called as ascent of sap. This is also called as ascent of sap. And what is sap? Sap is the water and mineral. From root hair to the leaf. Point to be, remember, root hair to the leaf. The water along with minerals absorbed by root hairs move to the xylem of the root, from where it reaches the leaves via stem. You can see here through stem, and we can describe it by two phenomena. First is the transpiration pull. Transpiration pull. So the root always absorb water and mineral for the whole plant from the soil, and the leaves lose water in the form of water vapors through the process known as transpiration. As I shown you, you can see here root, and here water is present. It get absorbed by the root hair. These are the xylem cells, these are the xylem of stem, and you can see this is the leaf. And you can see in this diagram also, see how it get absorbed and it again loses by the process known as transpiration. So continuous transpiration in the leaves create a tension, or you can say stress, or this is also known as suction, stress or suction, in the water column of the xylem element, and it reaches up to the roots. As the tension is developed due to transpiration, it is called transpirational pull. What it is called? Transpirational pull. It is just like stress or tension, or you can say khichao, which allows the water to come inside without breaking the chain of the water column. It get absorbed here and then it get transpire. So whatever the water is absorbed by the root, it will get vaporize or evaporate by the process of transpiration. So you can say this transpiration causes tension or stress in this xylem, and by which the water is get in. So this transpirational pull is very much important. So due to the tension created by transpiration, the water column of the plant is pulled up like a suction pump. As we can see the motor, or commonly which you can called as tullu pumps for transporting water in your houses. So we provide electric energy by which the water can avail in the tap. So this is like this only. This transpiration create a transpirational pull by which the water can go through a long distances. So it is you can say from below to the top of the plant, it's just like a rope or rassi. And the second one is the first one is the transpirational pull, second one is the cohesive and cohesive and adhesive forces, where it will applied in tracheids and vessels. As I told you that these are the conducting elements. So cohesive and adhesive forces are present in the xylem of root, stem and leaves. Xylem of root, stem and leaves. Xylem of root, stem and leaves are continuous. Vessels and tracheids are filled with water absorbed by the roots, and water molecules are held together from mesophyll of leaf to root hair. Because of cohesive forces applied on water to water molecule, and adhesive forces applies on water and xylem cells. So you can say water in soil, then it goes to root hair, then it goes to endodermis, then endodermis of what? Endodermis of root, then it goes to xylem of root, then it goes to upward movement through xylem of root as well as stem. Xylem of root and stem, then leaf, and then there occurred transpiration. So thus it can be said that water moves upward due to transpiration pull and cohesive adhesive forces of water molecule. So something about transpiration we should know, that it is also known as necessary evil, because 98 to 99% 98 to 99% of water is lost by transpiration, and very less amount of water absorbed, 1 to 2%, only 1 to 2% is used by the plant during photosynthesis. So point to be remember, during photosynthesis only 1 to 2% of water is get utilized by the plant, and for other activities also, other metabolic activities also. And it has been found that the effect of root pressure developed in the tracheids due to metabolic activity of the root is more effective at night. There is another term known as root pressure, which is also responsible for the transportation of water, but it is effective at night only. At night only. And when the stomata are open during the day, the transpiration pull dominates over the root pressure. So this root pressure techniques only work at night only, and once the stomata get opened during the day, the transpiration pull, which I discussed, dominates over the root pressure of the for the movement of water in the xylem. So this root pressure works during night only, not in the daytime. So this is all about the um, that process known as transportation of water by transpiration pull and cohesive and adhesive forces with the help of tracheids and vessels. There is another one other term, that is root pressure, also discussed here.